Hey, good morning, Lucy. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Just like I said, just doing a virtual tour on our 2017 Subaru XV sitting in front of me here, the one with about 48,000 Ks on there for $26,990 drive away. Like I said, just a really good chance for me to take you through the whole car in detail, show the service history, the whole works. Quick bit of an idea of who we are. So obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. This is one of our two pre-owned vehicle yards. So this is the one at 77 Mulgrave Road. We've got a two-storey showroom here. House probably anywhere between 50, 60 cars at any one time. And of course we've got our other location at 235 Mulgrave Road, and we house about probably 80 to 90 cars there. We've also got our Toyota and Lexus showrooms there as well as our parts and service drop off too. So look, we'll get back to the XV. Like I said, we'll, if anything doesn't quite show up in this video, just let me know and I'll get some photos through for you instead. But very clean car. We'll start from the very front here. So as you can see, right across that front bumper, even down to the plastic guards there, that's just a little bit of dirt, just from the little weather that we had, so don't stress about those. Take you right across that bonnet there for you too, just unreal. Good colour for the sunlight there, eh? Again, just a little bit of a sort of, I guess, a chip there, just in the bonnet there as well. But not actually through the paint, just looks like a very light one there. Right down to that wheel arch. So again, a little bit of a sort of smudge there, but not into the actual paint itself. A little bit of polish might even clean that up as well. So the passenger front wheel here, just trying to look for any gravel rash or anything like that for you too, but looks pretty clean. Tiny little sort of scuff there, scratch there, but extremely tidy. So heaps of tread left on those tyres there too. I'll just show you the inside of that suspension and everything under there, so very clean. It's just right across that windscreen there as well. So dual wipers, no chips or cracks or anything like that to be worried about there too. So a tiny sort of hairline sort of scratch just on the actual mirror itself. Pretty hard to notice until you're actually up close there. All the door seems pretty good down there. So keyless entry on both the driver's and the passenger side here. So I've got the keys in my pocket. You push that one there, it's going to lock the car like that. And unlock it again. So real nice and easy. You don't have to actually press those keys. You can have them in your pockets or anything like that, and that's going to lock and unlock for you. Real handy little feature. Tiny sort of scuff there, and a few like fingernail scratches just on the inside of those from rings and things like that with people opening and closing those doors. So right across the door card there, passenger front. But looks pretty damn tidy from here, and even that main entry as well. So that's pretty clean. That's so the front seats usually get the most like high traffic area, people sort of dragging their boots, jumping in and out, but that's very clean. Right across those seats there too. Very comfortable seats in these guys as well. You got those wraparounds, extremely comfortable. So right across the dash there too. So while I'm here, I'll just show you the books. Well, your manuals, everything's all in there for you. Absolutely stacks of books in there. I got the service one here. I just won't show you that first page because it was locally owned, I can tell you that, but I just don't want, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, so I just don't want to put that one, their details up. But they've kept invoices, they got everything here for you. So literally locally owned car, service through Trinity here in Cairns, so you're not going to ask for better service history. So 2018, first service at 10,000 Ks, 2019 at 24,000 Ks, all through Trinity, 2020 at 36,000 Ks through Trinity, and then 44,000 Ks through Trinity as well. So really, and that was in May this year. So really great service history. It's only done about 48,000 on the clock at the moment, so not due for probably another 10,000 or so, but very well looked after. The inside, the only really sort of thing on the inside I could find was just a little bit of wear there. Looks like somebody's elbow sort of thing. It's just been resting on that. But a little bit of wear on the actual console there. But besides that, as you'll see, the rest of the interior is just extremely well looked after. On the outside here, so again, just a sort of smudge there. Looks like it's already been touched up. You can see as well. And again, just little sort of fingernail marks on the inside of those. But very common for any car. That's just other brochures that we use. So Some door cards, like I said, because of this sun, if you can't quite see anything, just let me know and I'm happy to get some photos through for you instead. It's a little bit tight for room here, try and get that sun out of the way. A little bit of sort of wear just on the inside there, like I said, very common for people just sort of catching their boots. Alright, there's those floors, so no floor mats in this one. Usually if they come in with them in, we just leave them in there for you. So, divider there, get the cup holders in the centre there as well. Little argument separator for the kids. These ones will drop down, they're a 60-40 split. So you've got the child anchor points on the back there too. That one will drop down as a whole. You've got the little divider there, so that's at the back, that's that shade. I'll show you how that all works in a second as well. Tiny sort of just mark there on the actual seatbelt itself. Show right across that roof there too. Show this passenger rear tyre here as well. Again, looks very clean to me. Heaps of tread left on these guys. They've got it for the roadworthies. So right across that rear bumper. So even across the rear lip here, this is where you sort of get a lot of sort of luggage marks normally with cars, but you have to look, and it's just been really, really well looked after. So the tiny, tiny sort of chip there, but again, looks like it's already been touched up. I'll just put these ones. So you can see a reverse camera up under there as well, that release for the boot's just next to it. So small little marks just on the inside here. Obviously the back of the boot isn't the most common area for putting stuff in and using, so I can talk about details and see if they can get those out for you, but just want to let you know, like I said, it's all about being as transparent as we can with you. So again, you can drop those seats down there too. That seatbelt does pop out and actually tucks up into this one here if you don't want that in the way. And obviously that's just your privacy shade too. That literally just pops out of that one there. And that comes out as well. So once you've got those down, absolutely huge amount of boot space there for you. Just show you real quick. So up under this one, spare tyre, so still the original first aid kit under there too. All your jacks, tools, everything's all under there as well. On the outside, looks like the brand new tyre still hasn't even been used, which is great. Tiny sort of, no, it's just come off with my finger, even better. A little sort of mark there. Fuel is on the driver's side here too. I'll show you the releases inside for them. Warm one today, so I'm going to jump in that aircon in a sec. Tiny sort of mark just there. Again, same thing, just some hairline ones there, but very, very tidy otherwise. Let's get to the front. Looks like just a few little stone chips across the plastics there, but the most common areas are these front ones from getting things like that flicking up. So that just looks like, I reckon, that's just coming off with my finger, so that looks like a bit of polish or something that they've left on there. Just a little small scuff on the front there as well. Most of that, the same with there too. So that's probably the worst of the outside, just a bit of a scuff on the outside, that one there. Other than that, but again, it's not until you look up underneath. But very tidy the rest of the car. So we've just got that driver's side front wheel now for you. Again, heaps of tread left on these wheels. Again, just as usual, ring marks on the inside there too, a little bit there. And the keyless entry, like I was saying, on this side too. Small little hairline one there and there, but that's already been touched up, which is even better. So again, like I said, I'll just put that at the back there so it's out of the way for us. But like I said, we've got those 3 anchor points for the kids on all 3 of these seats. I'll just lift those up so you can see the inside of those as well. Exceptionally well looked after. So we'll jump in the driver's seat now, we'll jump in there, start it up. So I'll just grab the keys out for you. So just one key for this one, genuine Subaru key, which is great. It's obviously just whatever we do trade with the cars, what they as they do get lost quite often. So we've got the boot one there. So you hold that one down, that's going to open the boot for you. You're locking there and you're unlocking from that one. So to start it, foot on the brake, you've got the ignition over here on the actual dash itself. So we push that one. That's going to start it up. It's going to move that forward because I'm a bit short. Get some aircon going because it's cooking. There you go. So as it sits right now, 48,543 kilometres on there. No engine lights or dash lights or anything like that to be concerned about or worried about. Like I said, really great service history, not due again until 56,500 or May next year, which is awesome. Down the actual driver's side handle, like door handle itself, so you've got all the controls for the windows, so they're obviously automatic. You simply push those ones. You've got your central locking all here too, so it's nice and accessible for the driver as your hand's there. So your central locking's all there for you. Window controls, again, just left side, right side of the car, and you just adjust that toggle as you need to. On the actual dash itself, like I said, you've got the ignition there, just to the right of it, so a couple of little settings for traction control. You've got an auto stop in this too, so you can push that one off. Basically, with that on, you're going to pull it to set of traffic lights, or you come to a stop sign or anything like that. Whenever you come to a stop, the engine's actually going to shut off. The second you release that brake, it's going to turn back on for you. It's designed to save fuel, but if you don't like it, you can push that one there and turn it off. It's just a personal choice with that one. That just helps for your different settings and things like that. You can adjust the actual angle of the headlights there as well with these guys, and of course your brightness settings there too. So the actual steering wheel itself, got your cruise control settings over here, so turn it on with that one, set and reset with there. Your Bluetooth controls are all here, so you can answer your phones, everything from the steering wheel itself, and the rest of your radio operations and everything are here too. These little ones at the back there, tucked underneath, that controls that little menu in the center there, so you can go through your tire pressures, average fuels, your different settings, all that sort of stuff's all there for you too. You'll notice on the steering wheel, so you've got a little minus paddle there and a plus paddle there. So I'm just going to put that in driver real quick, flick it over to manual, and that little number 1 on the little bottom left hand corner there. So you can actually change these gears, go up and down with that right one, and down the left side. So it gives you that manual control, but you can actually do that from the gearbox down here as well. So you can do that anytime you're driving, you can just switch between those ones. The actual headlights themselves, so parkers, headlights, high beams, blinkers are all there, pretty standard for you. It'll be the same as your X-Trail, all your wipers and everything all over this side for you. Touchscreen display, so you've got your aircon controls just on that top screen up here. So as we increase the aircon there, you see that come up. I've got different temperature controls and everything there as well for you. So I'll just turn that down so you can hear me. This one's all touchscreen too. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so a couple of little simple buttons down here. So that main home button's just going to bring you back to your main menu, obviously. The radio option's going to take you into your AM, FM, where we just were, with your stations down the bottom. Your different apps button, again, so Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so really great for maps and then things like that. Your messages, your phones, everything through those. You just got to plug your phone into the USB to use it. Obviously your settings, media is a real easy one, so that one's just there. So again, USB, AUX, whatever else you want to use. And of course your phone controls there, so your text messages, once your phone's connected, text messages, calls and all that will come through there as well. Aircon controls are down here, fan speeds in the middle, temperature on the right, and where you want it on the left. Again, it's just going to adjust in that little screen there, try and show you, there we go. As we come down here, so if you put that into reverse, we've got that camera at the back that I was saying about, so it is a directional one, so we've got the stationary green, yellow and red, and of course the orange ones as I turn that steering wheel to show you where you're actually going to go and where you're going to end up. You can physically see the back of the car there too, so it makes it real easy to line up with things behind you. As soon as we go back out of reverse, it's going to disappear. Your handbrake is electronic in these guys too, so foot on the brake, you just push that down. You're going to hear it engage and disengage as you use it, and you just simply pull that back up with the foot on the brake to engage it. Your different all-wheel drive modes are here, just in case you're going to do a little bit of dirt driving and it gets a little bit slippery where you live, as I know it will. Inside here, 2 USBs and your accessory plug there too. So cup holders, heaps, storage everywhere for phones and things like that. But just really, really good setups in these guys. They keep it simple, but it's literally got everything. As we come at the top here, if anyone in the back starts playing with their seat belts, that's going to let you know. Got all your lights and everything there as well, just your door settings if you want it to open on the doors. Got your mirrors on both sides. And there too, just no lights on them. But other than that, like I said, exceptionally tidy, just a little sort of couple little nicks here and there. But the rest of the car is just really exceptionally well looked after. So what I'll do, I'm going to leave this running. Down the bottom here, you also got your fuel release. So like I said, it's on the driver's side with this one. Your bonnet release is just there. So we're going to jump out, show you how that works. Now the only reason that's beeping is because I've got the keys in my hand here, so that while the engine's running, it's just letting you know that you do have the keys and it is still running. Just a reminder. That's very hot. Sorry about that, just had to use 2 hands. That bonnet was very hot. It's the joys of cans. So as you can see through the engine there, very well looked after. It's obviously, like I said, genuine Trinity service history as well, so just very clean and exceptionally well looked after. So like I said, if any of this doesn't quite show up in the virtual tour, please let me know. And yeah, we'll get some photos through instead. I'll just drop this one down. Beautiful. So Lucy, look, that actually concludes our virtual tour on our 2017 Subaru XV here. Look forward to hearing your feedback, and thank you again for your inquiry.